The Bluetooth device is ready to pair. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
The Fresno Focus Radio Hour. This is the No Focus Radio Hour. Comedy and insight from the greatest minds in Fresno. A Lightomine Media production.
That's right. This is the No Focus Radio Hour, the #1 independent podcast in the Central Valley. Thank you for listening, and thank you for telling a friend. The No Focus Radio Hour is available anywhere podcasts can be found, including YouTube, Rumble, and your home smart speakers. Remember to subscribe and leave a review. It really does help others discover our show. But while you're reviewing, keep in mind that 5 stars is the correct number of stars. If you enjoy our show, please share it with your friends. And if you hate it, share it with your enemies. Check out our site, nofocusradio.com. There you can get exclusive content. You can vote on old polls. Find us on social media. Our handle is at nofocusradio. It's good to be back. It's good to have Marty back. Man, Eric sounds good today.
It does.
Oh!
Running.
Oh, where are you running to, Eric?
Running.
Man, Eric sounds
Eric
good.
is good. He's
Eric,
a
you
good
sound
voice.
great today. Wow. Okay, that's right. This is the No Focus Radio Hour, the #1 independent podcast in the Central Valley. It's made for those who live in the Central Valley, for those who miss the Central Valley, those who long to live in the Central Valley, and for those who...
Those who were courteous enough to make an appointment for their prostate buddy check in the Central Valley.
That's right. Oh, goodness. As always, we have a beautiful cast of characters. Today, we have with us Marty Stupidasso.
It's really lonely in the studio today. It's just you and I.
No, isn't it crazy? Yeah, that I have a confession to make. That wasn't Eric. It wasn't Eric singing. It was Marty. It was Marty Stupidasso.
I'm good. I'm not talented.
So
I heard the last podcast with Eric was here with, was that his boyfriend?
It was his boyfriend.
Oh,
It was
nice.
his boyfriend, Jason. That's right.
Good for him.
Marty, you've been busy. I know since last you were in the studio.
Yes.
You've had a lot done. I was out doing things. People heard all about my experiences, but now we'd like to hear your experiences. You've been all over the world.
Just about.
Yeah. So, let's hear what you're drinking.
I'm going to be drinking something.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, this is a ranch water. It's a hard seltzer.
Now, what's the brand name there? By
Topo Chico.
Topo Chico.
I think I went to school with him. Topo Chico.
Topo Chico. Topo Chico Ranch Water, future sponsor of the show.
Maybe not. I don't know
Yeah,
if
the
they're-
problem with it, I'm going to be
has
honest.
a weird taste
I
to it.
like Topo Chico. The problem with the ranch water is this.
Has a weird
It
aftertaste.
sounds good. It's like 100% agave and real lime juice, spiked sparkling water. But I'm going to tell you right now what the issue is. If it was made with like good alcohol, like a tequila, but it's not. I think it's just straight up like isopropyl alcohol.
Yeah, that's what it tastes like.
Yeah, it tastes like rubbing alcohol.
Yeah.
It's super disappointing.
I'm not impressed. But
So
I'll finish it.
Yeah, really bummer. So don't get the Topo Chico. It's about right from one of our sponsors. It's about right.
I went to London.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I went to London with my daughter and my niece. It all
Okay.
came about because my niece needed someone to go to London with her and keep her out of trouble. They asked my wife. My wife hates to travel abroad because she's always afraid she's going to end up being kidnapped.
Oh.
And we don't know Liam Neeson, so we wouldn't be able to get her back.
How'd you get her back? You're right.
Yeah, and I don't have those particular set of skills. But I said I'll do it, and they said okay, sure. So I went to London with my daughter and my niece.
How fun. And how old are they for the listeners out there?
My niece is 18 and my daughter is 17.
Okay. So what'd you guys do in London? I mean, that's a fun group. It's a fun age.
Yeah.
I remember being 17 and 18 pretty well. I mean, I'm pretty old, but I remember it well.
I barely remember it. It's a long time ago.
Yeah, so I liked that age. I'm sure they were having a lot of fun. So what did you guys do?
They did. We went to the Harry Potter experience, went to the Harry Potter studio.
Okay.
We toured that. We went on the Jack the Ripper tour.
Oh.
Did
what
that.
do you do? You see where people died and stuff?
The Jack the Ripper tour, to be honest, is very disappointing because the Whitechapel district in London has changed so much since the time of Jack the Ripper. They say, well, it kind of happened right here. You know, this used to be like this, and this is where one person died.
And now it's a Starbucks.
But it looks totally different.
Yeah.
And this is an alley, and on the other side, there would be this, but they changed it, and they moved the building. So it's a lot of where things used to be. And the Whitechapel district in London is kind of run down. It's, really... The food smelled terrific because it's a large, I think it's Muslim population, and the food smelled terrific.
But you got a lot of good Middle Eastern food
yeah,
there.
it's kind of a questionable area just because, it's kind of a higher crime area. But
sure.
London was great because the nice thing about it is I felt safe wherever I went. I didn't, it's not like San Francisco where you're always looking over your shoulder.
Right.
Instead, it's just I always felt safe. And I never exchanged any currency. I did everything by card.
Yeah.
And I never took a taxi. I did everything through underground, through the tube.
Okay. But didn't you have, I remember you were there, wasn't like there was a bunch of police surrounding your hotel at one point?
Yeah, there was a bomb scare.
Yeah, so pretty safe except for the bomb scare.
Except for the bomb scare. And
Yeah,
that was like my daughter loved that because they came out with a little robot.
Yeah.
And they, took the robot down there and the dogs were running around, smelling for bombs. And eventually they detonated something. It was probably a backpack.
Oh.
But they detonated something. And we also went to Stonehenge, which was really amazing because you hear about Stonehenge, your entire life, and finally you're there, So I took like a ton of pictures.
Is it as impressive as you thought, or is it kind of a letdown?
No, it was actually as impressive as I thought, yes.
Okay.
You could see it from the freeway, and you get to get up close and walk all the way around it, and it was really neat. It was totally cool to see. I highly recommend that.
So you when you go see Stonehenge, it is... I don't even know where it is. It's in
Salisbury.
Salisbury. Okay.
It's quite a ways from London.
Is it near the water or no? I guess not.
Nope.
I just looked
Up
it
on a
up.
hill.
It's not.
Yeah.
And they apparently still don't know what made it, right? They say this.
Yeah, well, they figure people made it.
Yeah.
But they don't know exactly why they made it or what it's actually for. But
Interesting.
it was impressive to see. So London's a great place to go. We had a great time there. Saw a lot of neat things.
That's cool.
We saw this one play. I thought of you when I was watching it.
Ooh.
It's called Shit-Face Shakespeare.
Oh, awesome. They get drunk beforehand?
One guy gets drunk,
That's
and
awesome.
you get a little bell, and if you ring it, he has to take a drink, and another
Fantastic.
guy gets a drum. And I was there with my daughter because my niece had a real play she wanted to go see, but we saw this, and it was hysterical. It was like the funniest thing because this guy was just like drunk, and he was just like ruining the play, but it was so funny.
That's awesome. I'm actually going to put it. There's once again, there's oh my gosh, they have a lot. Holy smokes.
Yeah, because there are a lot of them, and one of them, we saw the one in London, but they have them even in the United States.
Yeah, I've seen. There's this is probably it right here. There's also like a drunk Shakespeare in which must be very similar to Shit-Faced Shakespeare. That sounds like a lot of fun. I'm going to put that in the show notes here. So
Yeah, but one of the incredible things about London is you can go anywhere, and you're on the tube. You get in the tube, go somewhere, come up out, and you're like within 5 to 10 minute walking distance from anything.
that's fun.
So
So it makes it easier to have fun and just go around.
Yeah, because you get a little. It's called an Oyster card, and you put money on it, and you go around and scan it, get on the underground subway system called the Tube, and you go wherever you need to go. You come out, and you're within a 5 to 10 minute walking distance. Like Tower in London, we wanted to go there, and so we took the Tube there. So we were never in a taxi, never in an Uber.
Yeah.
We were always on the Tube system.
That's pretty nice. It's similar to, when you're like in Manhattan, you can do that pretty well well too. Yeah, it's similar to that. Yeah,
and it's not like San Francisco's BART because it's clean. It's
right.
You feel safe, and everything runs quickly.
That's good. And
on
the
time.
BART also doesn't necessarily drop you off close to everything.
No,
It's
not at all.
It's
Yeah,
like,
this they have tube stations everywhere.
yeah, that's nice. So what else did you do? You did all of that. How was tell me some? How was the food? What was the highlight of the food? I'm a food
Their pizza is
guy.
very disappointing.
Yeah.
It's nothing like our pizza. Their pizza is mostly crust and some cheese.
Ugh.
What did we have that was really good? We ate a lot of different types of food. It was nothing really stands out. That was
Okay.
well, we had dim sum there, which was really
Okay.
good. You know, London's known for
Yeah.
their dim sum, so that was a lot of fun.
Did you go on the big
The Eye? No.
No?
Our hotel was like right across the street from the London Eye, but none
Okay.
of us had a desire to go on it.
Yeah, that's fair. So you went to London, you did all of that stuff, you came back, and you bought yourself something nice.
Yeah, I bought myself a Kia Soul.
Oh my goodness!
2023 Kia Soul with the
Let's look it up.
GT package
Look it up online.
and got the technology package. It's fantastic. I love the
What
little
color
car.
is it? I haven't seen it yet.
Steel gray.
Oh, nice. You gotta call it gunmetal.
It was
gray.
funny though because I know, right?
Yeah.
I went to the dealership, and this guy Eduardo comes out, and he's got like a beard, and he looks like he's the guy who might help these sales guys because he doesn't look like one of the slick car salesmen
Sure.
at all. So we start talking, and it turns out he is the car salesman.
Okay.
And but he's very relatable, and we're talking about our wives and stuff. And he goes, I'm here to look for this car. Okay, well, I got some over here. Let's go look at them. And I look at him, and he goes, "You want to test drive?" I go, "Yeah." So we test drive it and come back, and no pressure at all. And I tell him, "Well, okay, I really love this car. I just got to talk with my wife about the finances. I can't just buy a car,
Yeah.
because she would kill me." And he goes, "Oh no, I totally understand." So I went home, and he didn't send me a bunch of texts. Where are you? And
Yeah.
left me alone. And so
That's good.
I talked to my wife, and we ended up getting the car with the next day.
That's awesome. Now the GT package has you got the remote start, and you got
Oh yeah, you get the better seats.
all the stuff.
It's got
Nice.
it's got the mood lighting. So if you're playing music, it has like a disco effects in the car that my daughter loves.
Oh, I like that.
So she'll put her phone on there and play her music, and it's got all the disco lights. It's really cool. And it's very comfortable. It holds a ton of stuff because we did a Costco run with it. And because the back is so square, you can put a lot of stuff in there.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, because it just stacks up.
Yeah.
Is it pretty zippy? Pretty fun to drive?
Yes, it has a lot of power. And the common thing I read about, people complained about, because I researched the car a lot before I even went and looked at it, it was that people said, "Oh, it's got a lot of car noise, a lot of wind noise streams."
Oh, sure.
It doesn't. It doesn't have any of that. The new cars, I guess they were talking about the 2020s,
Gotcha.
but the 2023 it doesn't have a lot of noise. And
That's
it's
nice.
fantastic. I love the car.
Very cool car. I like the Souls. I like the way they look.
Yes.
And Kia right now is on fire with their cars.
Right, their
Everybody's-
cars are like the type of car to get.
Yeah, they really are. The new Telluride is supposed to be awesome for off-roading. Actually,
Oh, really? Because when I was
yeah.
doing the research for it, I stumbled upon a Reddit group
Mm-hmm.
for Kia owners, and all of them loved it. And I thought,
Yeah.
well, if it has its own Reddit group, it's got to be a good car.
right? Yeah, if you got a whole Reddit group, you
Yeah.
got a whole bunch of
Where people are talking about, oh,
way
I did
into
this,
it.
I really like this, this is cool. I'm going, oh, that's great.
I like that. Yeah, super cool, man. That's exciting. And also, I believe the Kia Souls are actually right now when cars are crazy expensive. They're actually
They're very affordable.
they're very affordable, right?
And you get a lot of car for your money.
That's good. That's what's good about Kia. You can get. I mean, they have their small one. I think it's called the Rio. Those still start at $17,000, which I mean, I don't know if you guys understand. I'm sure people do. You can't buy my used truck is more right now. 4 years after I've been driving it, I could sell it for more than I bought it for.
Right.
So the fact that you can get any new car for under $30,000 is incredible.
Yeah.
So awesome. Well, that's cool, man. I'm excited. I'm excited to drive it around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm excited to let you drive me. I'm excited to drive it around my neighborhood. And hit some ramps.
You got ramps in this neighborhood? That'd be
Yeah, we
exciting.
got ramps. I built some. They'll be stable enough, I think. Oh.
Hey, so anyways, my
goodness.
brother-in-law, this is a good story. My brother-in-law had a birthday.
Okay.
And so we, my entire family, like my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, my wife and kids, my brother-in-law, his wife and kids, all went to Tahoe Joe's.
Okay.
So we go there and we're we're a big group, and so the waitress is taking our order, doing all this stuff, running around. And my brother-in-law is already pretty comfortable. He's been drinking most of the day because it's his birthday. So we have a few more beers, and we eat, and then the waitress brings out a cake.
Okay.
An ice cream cake.
Beautiful.
I thought, man, my sister-in-law, she's thoughtful like that,
Yeah.
She brings it, she'll bring cakes and other things, give people presents. So the waitress comes out with this ice cream cake. My brother-in-law blows out all the candles. And I look over and it says, "Happy birthday, Ivan." And I'm laughing because it's kind of like my sister-in-law went to the cake place and got one, just because someone
bought a cake.
because it was on discount because Ivan, their family never picked it up.
Oh, God.
So I thought, oh, that's hysterical. So I took a picture of it. And so my sister-in-law starts cutting up the cake and she's serving it to everyone. And this guy at another table goes, "Hey, can I have a piece of cake?" And my sister-in-law says, "Sure," because she's that nice of a person. So she goes over there with the cake, goes to give it to him, and the guy looks at her and says, "That's my effing cake." No. We're going, "What?" He goes, "I'm Ivan." We're going, "Oh, crud." We're all just sitting there like we've been eating this cake, and we're going, "Oh, my God." So, like, my sister-in-law kind of creeps away, and she goes, "I don't know what to do." And I go, "Does he want the rest of the cake?"
Right.
And she goes, "Do you want the rest of the cake?" And Ivan says, "No, I don't want any of the cake." So we're going, "Oh, my God." Then the waitress says, "Don't worry about it. We'll take care of it. We'll take care of it. We'll compensate him. We'll help. We'll make it right. Don't worry about it." Because it was her fault. She brought it out. We didn't ask for the cake. My sister-in-law goes, "I thought you guys brought the cake."
Yeah, everybody thought somebody else brought
and I
the
thought
cake.
she thought the same thing, that we went there and they had an ice cream cake with the name
course.
Ivan and it's discounted. My
yeah.
family does that. And I'm going, "Oh, my God." So, we're getting ready to go. My father-in-law is the worst tipper in the world. He wants to tip this waitress like 10%. And so we're going, no. So we're fixing the amount of the tip after he fills it out so she gets her tip. And so we're getting up to go, and Ivan looks at us and goes, "I hope you all get diarrhea." And I'm going, "Oh, man." Then so we're in the parking lot. We're talking. We go, "Let's get out of here before Ivan comes out, So we drive away. Like 2 days later, the owner of Trader Joe's calls my father. Tahoe Joe's. Sorry, the owner of Tahoe Joe's calls my father-in-law and just lays into my father-in-law. He's an 84-year-old man. He's saying, "I don't believe you did this. I don't want you to ever come back to my store."
The owner of Tahoe Joe's
Yeah.
gets angry because they served you a cake.
Yes.
Wow.
So they're like, yelling at my father-in-law. My father-in-law's trying to explain himself, trying to say, "You guys brought the cake out. We never asked for it." So he's saying, "You're not allowed. I don't want you to ever step foot in my restaurant again."
Oh.
So my wife's telling me about this. My son-in-law writes a scathing review.
There you go.
I call Tahoe Joe's, ask to speak to the owner. And they go, "Well, what is this about?" And I tell them what it's about. And they say, "Well, he's not in." So I tried calling him for several days, and the coward will not return my phone calls because I wanted, to talk with him. If you want to yell at an 80-year-old man, maybe you want to yell at me. So,
what's the guy's name?
I don't remember, but I wrote him another scathing review too. So they got 2 scathing reviews under their Tahoe Joe thing.
That's
But we thought, we were leaving. We were fine with it. We thought we had a quirky, stupid story,
Yeah.
And then this owner just starts going after my father-in-law, and I'm old school Italian. You don't come after our patriarch like that.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, it was funny. And then so my son has a birthday coming up this Saturday.
You guys going to Tahoe Joe's?
No, guess what his cake's going to say?
Happy birthday, Ivan, man. That is a great story.
So in our family, everyone's going to be getting a birthday cake that says "Happy Birthday, Ivan."
Golly, man, that is so funny.
So that's how my life goes, But it's so funny because, it's weird that I live in a family comfortable enough that we all think that we would play the same practical joke of buying a cake,
Oh my
discounted
God,
cake that
dude.
says "Happy Birthday,
I
Ivan."
can't with that. That is so funny.
But it was funny because my son goes, "I'm done with my cake." We're going, "Just finish it. Don't leave any of it. Just finish it."
I can't believe that, Ivan. Well, here's the owner. I don't know who it was because they got bought out by a company called Barbecue Holdings.
Oh, really?
Because Dave Fansler from Fresno opened Tahoe Joe's. That was his restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
They went into bankruptcy, though, in 2000, I think 2001. So they got bought. It's like during COVID time. So they got bought out by Barbecue Holdings. But it kind of, the thing about CEO of Barbecue Holdings is Jeff Crivello. I don't know if it's a guy to talk to, but if it is, what an a-hole.
And my father-in-law couldn't remember his name because he's like 84.
Sure. So Barbecue Holdings, they bought they bought 5 Tahoe Joe's restaurants for roughly $5 million in 2021. Cheap. Yeah. But the joke's on them because all but one of them closed down. So, yeah. Give me 1 second. We're going to go to a quick break.
Putting on my pants.
Okay,
we're back. Happy birthday, Ivan.
Happy birthday, Ivan. That's right. Sorry for the quick break there. Our studio manager came in, and I needed to put her to sleep. So,
sleeper hold.
Oh goodness, yeah. So, anyways, I was just saying they bought 5 of those restaurants, and
that's a low price to pay for 5 restaurants.
It is 5.2. That's right. But
to me though, Trader Joe's, Tahoe Joe's. It's just, I don't know, the decor is kind of tired. It's just like been here for a long time.
Yeah.
People are kind of over it.
I think so. When they had good food, I haven't been there since when Dave Fansler owned it. It was good. I haven't been there.
It's okay at best.
Yeah,
bummer.
Yeah,
but
when it's owned by a company, when it was owned by like Dave Fansler, who had a passion for it,
right? And he was invested in it, and it had his name on it. But now it's owned by a corporation,
place called Barbecue Holdings.
Yeah,
even the name doesn't have passion.
No, it's totally impersonal.
It's just like we own barbecue. We hold and
Monsters
own
Inc.
Barbecue restaurants. That's all we do. It's like, wow, that's a really terrible name. So, anyways. Screw you, Barbecue Holdings.
What's going on with the Boss Chocolate? I haven't heard anything about that.
You haven't heard about us?
No,
Check this out.
I heard about you, but I haven't heard anything.
I'll show you my newest product. I'm going to show you guys. Go to Costco.com.
So cool that you're in Costco.
And you're going to type in Acapella. Acappella. Type that in. And bam, you're going to see my new item that just hit the chocolate charcuterie board. That's right. It's not. So cool. It's not a charcuterie board. It's a charcuterie board, baby.
Those chocolates look delightful.
So it's pretty awesome. What you do is I had this thought in years ago, 2015. We trademarked it, and it just took me 8 years to sell it. Just took charcuterie boards to become a thing. So it's pretty cool. It's this giant box. It's huge. It weighs like 3 pounds. You open it. It's this beautiful thick box. And you open it up and you pull out a tray.
That would look good at parties.
It's exactly what it's made for. You pull it out and it comes with a serving tray. Mm-hmm. You pull out the serving tray, and on that serving tray.
And that's a nice looking serving tray.
Oh, yeah, it's nice. And it comes with a serving tray and a knife. And on that tray, you get, and I say a giant peanut butter cups. I mean, I'm talking big, like, size of maybe bigger than your fist.
Not the Reese's.
No. These are massive.
Yeah.
Each of these can I think each of them has like 8 servings, because they're so bad for you. I mean, good for you.
It's the holidays. You don't gain weight during the
exactly.
holidays. Yeah.
So you get a giant dark chocolate peanut butter cup, a milk chocolate, and then a marshmallow white chocolate peanut butter cup. You have shortbread dark chocolate covered cookies. You have dark chocolate peppermint chocolate base cake cookies.
The dark chocolate you use is fantastic.
That's awesome. Really good. We have white chocolate base cake, dark chocolate peppermint cookies. We have gingerbread truffles, which are made with real gingerbread and a soft ganache center. We have a giant s'mores bar, which is like 2 giant s'mores.
Yeah.
2 giant graham crackers with a fresh marshmallow cream laid down, and the whole thing is covered in chocolate.
Did I say grenache real fast?
Ganache.
Ganache?
Ganache.
I like
ganache.
That. That's a good.
It's a good word.
I'm gonna write that down. Ganache.
I was hoping to own the domain name Oh My Ganache. And it was taken. I've wanted it for years.
Man, well,
such a good name.
Keep trying.
And then you also have this beautiful, what we call a kind of gross in the Spanish regions and the French regions, they will call it a chocolate salami. I don't like the name of that, so I'm calling it a orange cranberry truffle ganache log. It's essentially
you worked in the word ganache.
Ganache, exactly. Oh my ganache. So it's a chocolate charcuterie party tray. Check that out.
So do I have to go into the website to get it, or could I get it at the store?
It's gonna be in sadly, not in the Fresno area. It's gonna be in, I think, a number of divisions of Costco.
Yeah.
It's gonna be in the Bay Area. I think in Texas. We're in a number of places across the U.S.
But I can get it from your website.
But you can always get it from Costco.com.
Was that price right? Because it seemed really low.
It's so low. I'm pretty sure I'm losing a bunch of money on it. It's only 30. It's only $36. That includes shipping and handling if you're a Costco member. So it's definitely
if you so it's $36.99. If you mention No Focus in the comments, it's still $36.99.
36.
Yeah.
Except make sure you do, because that would be great.
Okay.
Really good for us.
Yeah.
But it's awesome. It comes with this gorgeous tray,
That's
a knife,
exciting.
it's a heavy box. So check it out. You're gonna definitely want to pick that up.
Be great for parties.
Great for Christmas parties.
Make
Great
a lot
for
of
just
new
like
friends.
people you love. You can also check out, if you type in acapella, our peppermint chocolino truffle tins. This is an incredible price.
Truffletons?
That's right. It's a chocolino truffle.
Yeah.
It comes in a 9-ounce, 18-pack handcrafted truffle box, and it's $50, but you get 2 of them, which is crazy. I'll just say this much: we make a very similar truffle, very similar, the same truffle.
Okay.
The same truffle for another company. I can't say the name. It comes in a tin as well, same color type of tin, a very upscale boutique. You could call it a store that sells like high-end kitchenwares.
Like kitchen knives you would never ever use.
Yeah, like high-end kitchenware and high-end food and espresso machines. One of these really nice
stores.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're
that
talking
type
about.
of store.
Yeah.
You'd find it in a really nice, like if there was one in Fresno, you'd find it like the Fig Garden area, if there's one. So we sell similar truffles there. We sell a single 18-pack for, I think, $65. Here you get 2 of them for $49.99.
What do you mean by 2 of them?
You get 2 truffle packs. You actually get 2
Two
tins.
truffle packs.
So 2 tins, yeah.
That's a lot of truffles.
It's a lot of truffles. It's a lot of truffles, and it's delicious.
So you get that's 18. 2 times 18 is like 85, right?
So I think it's 18 times 2. What you do is you flip the 8, so it's like 81.
81 truffle. Wow,
81.
that's a
Yeah, that's
lot
how you
of
do
truffles.
that. So really good there. You're gonna try that
That's
out.
incredible. I'm glad I asked.
Yeah. So definitely check that out. That's kind of new. That's my new items that I've launched at Costco.
Also, you have all the other acapella favorites.
Yes.
Remember that woman whose nose I broke, and you gave me a
I
bunch
do
of
remember.
acapella?
I
Yeah,
do remember her.
She still talks about all the
Does
chocolates.
she?
Yeah.
I'm glad she talks about it, but I'd be happier if she bought it.
Oh, I don't know if she's buying it, but
Yeah, well, she definitely talks
loved
about it.
She talks about it all the time. Goes,
She's waiting for you to break her nose again.
right, probably.
But yeah, you can go on to Costco.com. You can also pick up our 8-count ensemble of Naughty Grams, our Bark, and our Caramels, and our Bev Bombs. So a lot of good
Oh,
stuff.
the Bev Bombs are great, especially with the cold season coming up.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful. So check that out if you're a Costco member. If you're not a Costco member, we're in stores across the world. Just, your local stores. We're pretty much there.
Oh, you want to know something funny?
Yeah.
So we were in London, right? My daughter was trying to find this Prime drink. You know the drink Prime?
I'll look it up.
It says Prime.
Yeah.
And she wanted this London exclusive.
An energy drink?
Yeah. But she wanted the London exclusive, the one you could only buy in London. You could only get it one place, and that's London.
Oh.
We looked all over. We finally found it. And I go, well, go ahead and grab me one, too. It might be pretty good.
Yeah.
The guy looks at me and goes, that'll be 90 pounds.
Holy
And I go,
smokes.
well, 90 pounds. No, that's wrong. And he goes, no, it's 45 pounds a piece. And I go, that's like almost $60. That's like $60.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, yeah, it's a London exclusive. You could only get it in London. I go,
Why?
Yeah, exactly. And so I go, well, my daughter's looking at me with those puppy dog eyes. Okay. I said, okay, I'm not buying the drink. I'm buying the story about how you got this drink, okay?
You bought it.
So remember it. Tell your kids, So we went around and we took pictures of her holding this Prime Energy drink outside Buckingham Palace, all over London. We took all sorts of pictures.
Wow.
But yeah, I was just like, are you kidding me? And it just tasted like a normal Prime drink.
It's just what his Prime is. It's 10% coconut water. It has branch chain amino acids, B vitamins, electrolytes. That's it. That's
And my
what it
daughter
is.
still has the bottle in her room, even though it's gone. She has a little bit left in there that she wants to keep forever.
I've never had Prime, but
Yeah, it's not worth 45 pounds.
I can't believe that. Mm-hmm. Jeez,
I couldn't either. And I'm going, oh my God.
verify. You can, if you buy a Prime, you can verify it online. Was it the Glowberry kind?
Nope.
I wonder what it was.
It's not on there.
It's not even on here because you can't buy it online.
Nope.
Prime.
You can
Wow.
only get it in London. That's weird.
What a trip.
You go, do not tell your mother I got you this.
Prime. Amazon Prime.
It's a Prime. Yeah, it's weird.
It's like that. Anyways.
Speaking of Amazon Prime,
Yeah.
I bought a laser engraver.
I heard about this.
Yeah. So I've been engraving all sorts of things because I'm trying to get used to it because it's got a big learning curve.
Yeah.
But because you got to learn the software and how your individual table, it's laser etcher works with the software. Because the laser etcher is like you tell it what you want it to etch. Excuse me. And these little, goes over there like a little robot and it moves around on its own and etches stuff and it burns into the wood and it.
So
kinda
this is one of
smells.
those. Actually, before we start. Ooh. Buy this, not that.
Not that.
Buy this, not that.
Not that.
Buy this.
Not that.
Buy this. Not that. Ooh, laser engraver.
Ooh.
That's a nice laser.
Prison tattoo.
Frickin' lasers.
Frickin' sharks with lasers.
Frickin' laser beams. Ooh. Ow. Ooh, lasers.
Okay, so this is a buy this, not that segment, apparently.
Yep.
So I wanted a laser engraver because I'm doing some little projects and I thought it'd be cool to personalize them a little bit more and make them more exciting by doing laser engraving on the wood. So I looked on Amazon and I found that the laser engravers that I wanted, they are anywhere from, like $180 to thousands of dollars.
Yeah, I get ads on Instagram all the time for a glow forge.
Yeah.
And it's always like low cost glow forge. I always get these.
Ooh, it looks beautiful.
They're $6,999.
Holy smokes.
And I can add an air filter for only another $1,295.
Yeah, you'd want that air filter because it's kind of smelly.
Yeah, so that's expensive, man.
But after looking at I wanted a lower end one, kind of introductory model, and I was looking at them and I realized they all use the same Chinese parts, the same Chinese lasers, the same Chinese motors. So I went for the cheapest, the $189 Latitool laser engraver.
Okay.
And so I got it, finally set it up. I have a Mac, so I couldn't use the free software. I have to use Lightburn software.
Can you use any, like once you have it, you can use any other software?
Yeah, because it's basically one of those, it's like, what's that stupid program called? Where you can program it yourself.
Oh,
It's that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
you know what I'm
essentially,
talking
So it essentially just, it has
Essentially, it's that program.
It has an interface, and it says essentially plug in anything to it.
Right,
let
so you can
use
go
it.
through and you can like modify it as you want.
Yeah.
Because I
Like
have...
Arduino. It's like an Arduino or something.
It's like an Arduino, exactly. So it's
exactly.
kind of like that. You can go through and do modifications to it.
Okay.
So I got it, and it worked horribly with the software, and I had all sorts of problems. So I had to. Fortunately, everyone online is very helpful, so they put a lot of information on there.
Of course, yeah.
So I finally got it all tweaked in, and so I was able to start laser etching things. So,
How cool.
yeah. So
And I
I've been,
saw some of the stuff you did. You sent us some images.
because also so I on my plants I put little like action figures inside of them.
Yeah.
So now I have them all holding up signs that say "D's nuts" because it drives my wife crazy.
So funny. So, oh goodness, I have a lot of questions about this. So you have this laser engraver,
Yes.
and you use the software. How is it? Can you design? Let me ask you this: What? I got a lot. What can you draw on? What can you laser on? Like I'm assuming
So
there's
many things.
Wood,
So like I wanted to, you could laser on
leather.
wood, metal,
metal. Okay.
if even glass, but you got to put a coating on it,
Okay.
so it's dark. But the laser is not the most powerful laser. It's like the lower end laser, so it can cut certain things out, but it has to be thin.
Okay.
And what else?
So you can.
But yeah, you can cut into all of those things.
Anything that's flat that can go kind of underneath it.
And they even have a little thing you could get an attachment where you can cut round things,
Really?
so it'll move it around.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. And then how do you design so within the software, can you bring in any image, or do
Yeah.
you have to design the image in that
So
software?
I wanted to do a thing with an Alice in Wonderland saying, so I
Okay.
typed out the saying, and it had all the letters there. And then I went online, found a computer of the original etching of the Alice in Wonderland Red Queen.
Mm-hmm.
So I just imported it in, and it was just printed it. You could just import line pictures in there. You could modify it. You could lighten it. You could mess around with it a little bit.
And then it just works.
And it just works.
That's really cool.
So, but, you got to do everything in like millimeters. And so you have to, kind of plan it all out, make sure it's the right height, make sure the laser's starting where you want it to, if you want it to like be centered on the little piece of wood that you're doing. And so it works out. So I bought on Amazon, where you get all things good. I bought these little small wooden tags, they're thin wood so it can go through and burn into them. So.
This is super cool.
In fact, my wife got a sign that says beach and an arrow. So underneath it, I put 148 miles because that's the distance to the beach house that my father-in-law owns. So,
I like that.
So it's kind of fun. I'm having a good time with it.
So this is like, for those of you, if you still don't understand what we're talking about, if you ever go to like, let's say PetSmart and you're getting a little dog tag for your dog.
Exactly.
And you see it drop down and you see it go,
yep,
and it draws the little names. That's it.
In fact, I was thinking about doing that for my dog, making a little dog tag that says D's nuts.
I love it. Don't tell anybody until they try to.
Yeah, until they go, oh my God, D's
nuts. Oh my
nuts.
God, D's nuts. That's your dog's name? No. It's just to piss
my
off
next
my
dog's name.
Yeah.
In fact, me and my daughter were talking about things we want to do for our dogs when they pass away because her dog's getting older.
Yeah.
And we just got done listening to an old classic Art Bell episode from 1997 where a woman was on there talking about how they would get deceased pets that people say, what are you going to do? You put your pet to sleep. The vet goes, we'll take care of it. And they sell them to a rendering plant. They get rendered and put into dog food and cat food.
The pets?
The pets.
Wow.
And so my daughter was kind of freaking out. And so it got us talking about what we're going to do with our animals when they die. Like I always have my pets cremated because I was in the funeral business. So, I'd get them cremated. Yeah. And she was talking about that because, she either bury them in the backyard or cremate them. Problem burying them in the backyard, she has a son, and so he'll probably dig them up later, which would be cool.
Yeah, it'd be like a fun adventure.
Right, found a skull. But there's this person online who would do this thing for you. You get your pet, pack him in ice, send him to him. He gets the pet and basically prepares the bones. He gets rid of all the flesh and everything, so you get a box back with all your dog's bones.
Oh.
Like the skull, all the little ribs, vertebrae, and it's all nicely packaged together. And I thought that would be pretty
Is it like a puzzle?
It could be if you wanted to articulate it.
That's pretty interesting. I could imagine that being fairly disturbing, though, for like a child to get their dog's bones back. Like, I think you're into it because
I'm into bones, yeah.
You're into bones and like dead bodies and things.
But I thought that would just be kind of a cool tribute to your animal, getting their bones.
What we did with our dog, Wicket, is she was cremated, but they then put the ashes and all the stuff into a biodegradable bag mixed with various like perennial flower seeds.
Oh yeah.
So we bury that, and then every year, or it's annuals, I think. Every year,
cool.
these flowers kind of grow up in that area. So that's
cool.
kind of a nice
that is very cool.
idea
but,
there.
In my house, we have like a stuffed cat that we got from someone because they had their cat stuffed, and the person died, and they needed someone to take care of the stuffed cat. And I said, heck yes.
Yeah.
So we dress it up every year. Right now, it's in a witch's outfit for Halloween.
Wow. It look pretty real, cat?
The cat, yeah. Sometimes people walk in and they'll see it, and they'll kind of like get back and go, whoa, and they'll see the cat. And I even had one person comment, how can you get your cat to hold still for that long?
How do you dress your cat up like that?
Put it with wearing a witch's outfit. And I say, well, the cat's stuffed. But so, just getting my dog, sending him off and getting bones back, would be kind of normal for my household.
Yeah.
Because you can get them articulated where, it's like the actual dog, the bones are put together.
It would be kind of cool, I could imagine, to have your standing like a dog. It looks like a dog. It's standing there, but it's just bones.
All skeletons. Yeah,
like a skeleton dog. Like I'm sure there's a cartoon with a skeleton dog.
This
right?
one, the presentation was in a nice box. It was just really pretty, and I thought, oh my God, this is really cool. I kind of want this.
I can kind of. That's pretty cool.
Think about doing it for my wife if she ever passes.
There is a skeleton dog cartoon. I have this in my mind. What is this? Marty, you might know. What is this that I see here?
Oh, that's an early Disney cartoon.
Yeah, right? I know
like
that.
Steamboat Willie and stuff.
Yeah, they
that's
have
Pluto.
that little... Isn't it looks like Pluto,
it looks
right?
Like Pluto.
Yeah,
skeleton Pluto.
Skeletal Pluto.
Which is perfect for Halloween. Have you been to a spirit store yet, or a Halloween outlet, or whatever?
I haven't. But that would be great. Have you been?
I've been already several times.
Several times.
Yeah,
of course.
It always frightens my son because he has childhood trauma. Because we took him in there one time when he was little, and we let the little jumping spider just scare the crap out of him.
Oh, yeah, that's not.
So
nice,
yeah, he has PTSD from that.
Halloween's big. I remember for you.
Yeah, when we used to get kids by our house, we don't get any kids.
Yeah, there's very little kids even in this neighborhood now. Oh wait, time out. This has been an edition of.
Oh, buy this, not that.
Not that.
Don't buy that.
Hey, don't put that down. Don't buy that.
Don't put it in your mouth.
Yeah. Well, put it in. No,
No,
don't do that.
Put it back. We're not getting that. We're getting this.
That's right. Buy this.
Not that.
Buy this. Not that.
Don, don't buy that.
Don, buy this one. This has been an edition of Buy This.
Almost got out of hand.
That was bad. Yeah, we did. You saved it. Goodness me. I'm gonna move on to a couple of. Oh, I'm gonna move on to this here.
Yeah.
Well, let's finish this. Halloween. Halloween is coming. That's about all I have.
You want to talk about Bakersfield?
Yeah, that's pretty big. That's pretty Halloween.
That's a Halloweeny thing.
Let's do that.
So my friend George the Giant, world's tallest sword swallower, who's in Bakersfield, every year.
That's not a euphemism, is it?
No, he actually swallows swords.
Okay, just double checking.
And he's also does blockhead stuff. It's like where he puts a nail up his nose and hammers it in.
Does he do that?
Yes, he also does where you can go there and get a one of those big staplers and staple like $20 bills to his head.
Oh, wow.
And it blood's coming down, but they staple $20 bills to his head.
Jeez,
throw
Louise.
darts in his back. He's just a sideshow guy.
That's not another euphemism, is
Nope.
it? Okay, just double checking. Just
Nope.
wanted to make sure.
It's all on the up and up. But he does
on the up. Hey, that's not another euphemism.
that one was. He does. Anyways, George does a strange museum and oddity. And
Yeah, this actually is. I'm going to pull it up for you. Here you go.
Okay. He does. George the Giant, Strange Museum of Oddities and Wonders. Starts October 13th, which is a Friday the 13th.
Oh, my gosh. That's
to
perfect.
Kick everything off on Friday the 13th, George the Giant is going to have a night market of oddities.
And that's on the 13th.
Yes. So he's he's going from 5 to 9. He's going to have vendors out there selling all their odd wares and stuff for Halloween.
Like that. And it says freaky things, haunted objects, guided tours, and a new location.
Yes. And in fact, remember when I was talking about bone records? How the Russians, with the X-rays, the Russians would record music onto X-rays.
Yeah.
And so they were called bone records. He has bone records. That's where I
Really?
heard about it from. Yeah. So you can go there and he knows a lot of weird history about things, and he has a lot of interesting items.
What day? You said you're going to be there.
I'm going to be there October 13th on a Friday
13th.
because I'm going to be a vendor. I'm going to be selling some of my strange and unusual dolls and alligator head dolls.
I'm actually,
and stuff
I
like
like, if I can, you'll be there late though, Friday. Well, you know what? This could be a fun. I like to take my daughter, my family. Everything's about adventures. We like going on adventures.
Oh yeah.
This could be a fun adventure. I think it would be fun. So I'm gonna just, as we're talking, before I forget, I'm putting it in my calendar to see if we can do this. I think that would be fun. It's October 13th. It looks like,
And it's neat because you go there and like George is out there and he's talking to people. He's talking about the items that he has and where he got it, the history of them, and he has some rare things. And also, partway through, he had to stop and do a show and swallow swords and do things like that.
yeah, I like it. So where it doesn't actually say the location. That's my problem. It just
Yeah,
says
it does the 5630
Oh, it does. Never
District
mind.
Boulevard, Suite 122.
Strange Museum. Okay, and the once again, the location is in the show notes. So
And
check.
it's in Bakersfield. It's a bit of a drive.
Okay.
But usually what I like to do whenever I go to Bakersfield to see this is I'll go early and go to a lot of the thrift shops there.
Yeah, Bakersfield actually, and we had a whole conversation about Bakersfield on the show.
Yeah.
People make fun of Bakersfield, but
There's a lot there.
There's a lot there, and it's kind of fun, actually. I understand that it's one of those places people like to make fun of, like people make fun of Fresno, but Bakersfield, I actually enjoy going there for an adventure. You can definitely
Yeah, because there's so much to see there, and there's so much history there.
Yes.
The problem is, you got to look for it.
It's in my calendar. It's officially in my calendar. Of course, I need to approve it. Get the wife and,
I know,
and
I
the
know.
child approval because
it's
going to be late.
She talks now, so
She talks, yeah. So this is pretty cool. So last time, I remember this last year. Last time it was in one of those big thrift shops across from the that restaurant that's there. Dang it, I don't remember. What's that old restaurant there? The old burger place.
Last year?
Yeah, last year.
This place?
Is it the same spot? Let's see.
No, it's a different spot.
No.
This last year, this was it was in back of a cyber LAN. What do you call it? Whenever they have LAN parties, and people go there. They rent
gaming
computers.
place?
It's a gaming place where people go and rent computers. It was in behind there.
Okay, here
So.
it's gonna be here this time.
Oh, okay.
Somewhere
That looks interesting.
in this general area. We're looking at a.
It's basically a kind of, I don't know what.
Actually, I think it's going to be in a church.
Oh
no, it's next door to a church.
It's next door to a church. You can't do that in a church.
I was going to say, I'm not sure. So this is a pretty interesting
some
church.
of the stuff he has, you go, I don't know if they want that in a church.
So anyways, pretty cool. You can buy tickets online. It's only $7.
$7
I
to
mean,
get in.
come on.
Come on.
Yeah, it's cool. It's sponsored by Greg Fraser Studios. Esport. Oh, the Bakersfield Esports
That
Center.
was it. Yeah,
That's what you're talking
that's where
about.
they did it last time behind there. It was
Yeah.
kind of neat because we got to go in there and check out all the esports.
Merv's Meat and Sausage Company.
Yeah, Merv's Meat and Sausage. Is that a euphemism?
It's a
too?
euphemism.
Yeah.
That's right. And the Bakersfield, I can't see what that says, gambling casino.
Yeah, Gambling Anonymous Casino.
So it's actually pretty cool. I'm excited. This will be fun. I missed it last year, and I'm excited to go this year. And Marty's going to be there. Sorry, Marty. You said you're going to be there.
Yeah, I'm going to be at the night
selling
market
some goodies
for the Valley of Ashes Sanatorium.
That's awesome.
So that's what I sell under is Valley of Ashes.
I didn't realize that was your name there. Valley of Ashes.
Yeah, Valley of Ashes Sanatorium, because all my dolls live in a sanatorium where we all work on them and make them better than they were before. And the Valley of Ashes is like Fresno means ash. It's in a valley.
I like it.
And also Valley of Ashes was in the Great Gatsby, and that's where they would dump all their stuff they didn't want.
Ah.
And a lot of the stuff that I make is from stuff people dumped and didn't want.
Yeah.
So,
That's smart. That's a really good name.
thank you.
I like that. Do you have a website?
No, I do not. It's a fledgling thing. This is the first time I'm selling.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I want to see if I like it, and if so, I'll produce a lot more stuff and
Yeah.
sell. But because I want to create like a whole buyer experience, like it's a sanatorium. I got a lab coat,
that'd be
the whole
awesome.
bit, and just
That's cool.
you don't buy the dolls, you adopt them, and you have an adoption fee.
I like
and
it.
So it's
That's
creating this
fun.
whole thing where
I like the idea of not buying, adopting. That's a smart idea.
adopt the dolls.
Because honestly, I think people are more apt to spend the money as well.
Yeah.
Dang, that's smart.
So I'm working on a little certificate of adoption and stuff like that. So I got a lot to do before the.
I have. If you guys ever need to adopt some chocolate, you can go to Costco.com and
adopt. Yeah.
adopt some
No
chocolate.
adoption papers necessary. No
Yes.
background check.
But I do like that. Okay, let's do a couple more things. I want to talk about. So Marty, I brought this up I think on one of the last shows when you weren't here. But I finally watched a movie you recommended.
Yes.
RRR.
What did you think?
My wife and I watched it, and we couldn't get enough of it.
I know, huh? It's fantastic.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I said I was watching it midway through. I paused the movie, and I said, "This is the best superhero movie I have seen in the last 10 years." It's just great.
Especially like when it starts, they have that mob and that one cop
God,
just jumps out there and just beats
What
up
a badass.
everybody.
I mean, it's a really solid, man.
and then when
Like,
the animals get loose in it and they're
God.
fighting them. And
it's so good. It's perfectly over the top.
yep.
And they don't need to what's fun about it is you don't need to explain it. I think it was on the last show. Eric or Jason had asked me well, do they have superpowers? And I said, well, kind of.
Yeah,
but they don't. But they don't. Like when the scenes where they need to be especially strong or jump very high, they do.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. Like that's not the point. The point is
They don't wear costumes or capes or cowls.
It's just great. And it's like a buddy movie, and it's about just it's a little bit like I said, it's slightly like homoerotic, but like in a good way. Like they're like these guys love each other, but like I'm cool with I approve of their friendship, relationship, and their enemyhood. It's just great.
Yeah, because a lot of times in movies, I'm kind of critical of some of the stuff that goes on. But this, I didn't care that they
Pure fun.
could jump 50 feet and land and beat up 1,000 people.
Because it's also a Bollywood movie, but not fully Bollywood. There's one of the big fights is a dance off.
Yeah, I love the dance off.
So good.
I thought they got to have some. I like the ending where they all have them dancing and everything. And I thought they should do that in American movies.
So good. Definitely one of my favorite movies of I don't know, of at least the last couple of years.
Yeah, because I had another friend I told about, and he watched. He goes, "Oh my god, that movie was so good." I go, "Yeah, right."
It really is fantastic. And it took us. I mean, it's long, and I get home. And
it's very long. Yes,
it took us. It's embarrassing. 3 nights to watch it. We did it in 3 1-hour chunks.
Yeah. Because it took me several nights to get through it, just because I had to take a break.
Yeah.
Because I had things I had to do, but it's long but worth it. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Great movie. So watch if you haven't seen it, guys. RRR. It's on Netflix.
Yep.
The one thing I found out was, so when you watch it on Netflix, it starts dubbed in English, and it was bugging me because I wanted their mouths to I'd rather just read the subtitles.
Right.
So I went, and you can change the subtitles. They have it in it's incredible. They have 25 subtitles, and I was like, okay, which one do I do? Oh my gosh!
Did you pick Korean?
I was I want it to be original, so I chose I chose Korean. So I chose I forget what they had. They had Hindu or Punjab or something. So I kept on, but it still didn't quite match up. And I kept on changing them, and I was really trying to figure out what the heck was going on. It turns out the original language that it's filmed in was, let me see it. It's Taga.
Klingon? Was it Klingon?
It's a language that I've never heard of, and they don't actually have that version to watch.
Oh, wow.
So I was actually at one point, I was like, well, geez, maybe I should just change it back to English if I'm not actually watching any of the real dubbing.
Right.
But I'm going to say this, as you're watching it, don't watch it in English, because that becomes actually very confusing. Because a big part of the movie is that there is the English occupation in India. So there are actually a fairly pivotal parts of the movie are the fact that the men in India are speaking to each other in their native language, and the English don't really understand. And then all of a sudden they'll start speaking in English to the English people. But when it's all in English, you don't understand why people are staring at them funny.
Right.
Because I'm they're all speaking in English, so you actually can't watch in English. They shouldn't have done that. Just watch it in, I don't care what language. Choose, Klingon, choose Arabic. It doesn't matter. Just do something to where the...
Yeah, because it's 3 hours long.
Yeah.
But it's worth it.
It's freaking awesome. Hindi, we watched it in Hindi.
Okay.
But it was not the original version. You actually can't watch the original language, so... Thought that was interesting. RRR, solid movie. Watch it. It's on Netflix, so,
Yeah, well, if you look on it from the outside, it looks kind of ridiculous, but when you're in it, it all makes sense. You go, no, this is really good.
So good. Of course, I had to re-up my Netflix because I had canceled Netflix.
Really?
Yeah, and we got it essentially because I got rid of Netflix, but what I didn't I didn't realize that both my parents were using my Netflix account.
Oh, man.
So I killed off, I had no idea. I killed off Netflix, and then a couple days later, my parents were like, what happened to Netflix? And I was like, you guys use my Netflix account? So I was like, oh, crap. So my dad got Netflix, and he was like, hey, just here you go. You can have your account back. But I had to start from scratch. So I've only watched one movie so far, and it's RRR. So everything on my Netflix account, they only recommend me as Bollywood movies.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which is hilarious. Oh, it was originally filmed in Telugu, is the original language. Telugu and Tamil.
Wow.
So
I don't speak any of those.
Each dialogue scene was shot twice in Tamil and Telugu, but you can't actually watch that on Netflix. So, kind of strange.
Yeah, because a lot of these, speaking of streaming, a lot of these streaming services are getting more and more expensive. Like right now, Disney Plus wants $18. $18, and I only get it to watch the Star Wars movie shows, and the Star Wars shows that they're producing are terrible.
It's
absolutely terrible.
On the last episode, I don't think it hasn't aired yet. You'll hear it, guys, soon. Is Jason and Eric were bashing the new Ahsoka?
Yeah, Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Because it looks like, okay, I don't know if they went over this. I picked little stupid things to have issues with. Mm-hmm. So my big issue is the costuming. Because, they just, after the rebellion is taken over, the empire, is dismantled, but everyone has clothes brand new off the rack.
Oh.
They have no wear, no tear. All their clothes are brand new. Even like the leather thing, one of the characters, I forgot her name, wears on her head. It's like brand new leather. It's not worn or at all.
Dumb.
And there's no wear and tear on the outfit. The only Disney show I liked is Indoor.
Oh, I haven't watched it. My friend Nelson, who's a screenwriter, has told me repeatedly that it's the best show on television.
It's the only, because it's gritty and it's realistic, and the costumes look like they have been lived in.
Yeah,
and so it's really good. But
I would like to watch
with
that.
Ahsoka, it's just like they went down to Sears and bought all their clothes right off the rack, and it's all brand new. Just got it from being pressed, and it just looks ridiculous.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, because I like Star Wars Rebels, the cartoon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had said that.
You know what I started watching? I think you would love. Have you watched Harley Quinn?
I haven't. The cartoon, I haven't watched it yet.
Oh my God! So I was at the barber, and they're cutting my hair, and they start talking about Harley Quinn, where it's a cartoon about Harley Quinn, but it has like cussing and stuff.
Right.
In it.
Interesting.
And oh my God, I've been just addicted to it.
Pretty good.
It is
I know people are really into it.
fantastic. Yeah, it's so funny.
It's on it's an HBO show, right?
HBO Max, yeah. And it's like they're in like, I don't know, 5 seasons of it, and they're like 10 episodes a season, but it's really worth it. It's fantastic.
HBO Max is like the one. If I was subscribed to a streaming station again, HBO Max would be the one that I would do, because I really liked. I watched a lot of stuff on HBO Max.
Yeah, but streaming gets expensive quick, because
it does
have like on my streaming service. I go, what do I got to get rid of? I just got to start getting rid of these things.
That's what I just started to do. It was just like, a while ago, I was like, you know what? We had like Netflix and Hulu and
Prime and all that stuff, yeah.
I was like, you know what? And I only watched I had Netflix, and only thing we watched on it was Seinfeld. And I'm like, why am I paying $20 a month to watch Seinfeld? Like, I could literally go buy the entire DVD set.
Oh yeah.
For $18 on eBay, and then just call it a day and save $200 this year. I'm like, this is ridiculous. So I was just like, screw it, I'm canceling Netflix. And also, so what I did, we have a Roku. What is insane to me is how they call them fast stations.
Yeah.
The fast stations are free advertised streaming TV. So it's all with advertising. So it's like Pluto TV. Have you ever used like Pluto and Tubi and all these things? No? So there's like a billion of these, and they're all great. There's Pluto, there's Tubi, there's Roku TV. There's like so many of them. And they have, honestly, like Tubi has like 500,000 movies and TV shows.
That's a lot.
Yeah, they have like everything. You just have to deal with the ads every once in a while. And the ads are annoying because they don't pick good times to put them in.
Oh, man.
Sometimes it's just timed. So somebody will be talking in the middle of a sentence. They'll just be like... And then it will just come back to the show. And you're like, what the heck? But, I'm like, I realize that if you cancel all those things and you just use that, I was like, I can save like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Forget this. So... But HBO Max is one that I do miss. I miss that one a lot.
Especially when you just get like your subscription fee and times it by 12 and realize I'm spending this much a year for this.
Yeah, it's crazy. So it's a lot. It's a lot. Especially now. Life is expensive right now. Have you guys been to the grocery store recently?
Oh, I know.
Jeez.
And then doesn't Gavin want to increase the amount of minimum wage?
I can't deal with him right now, man. You're going to get me on a roll. We only have a few minutes left.
Okay,
well, let's get me on a roll.
I'll tell you what. The next show you
can
can be let's hurt Marty. Let's hurt Stu.
Son
show.
of a. Yes, he does. And don't get me wrong. I understand life is hard. Believe me, I would like a raise as well. But when people don't understand, if you raise fast food minimum wage, you're going to have no jobs. No. I talked about this on the last show. I went to a Wendy's right now in California. There was 2 people working, and that includes chef and takeout person. That was the entire freaking place. There's this really sad. So Gavin Newsom just passed, as king of the world. He said everybody starting April who works in fast food will be making $20 an hour. That's just because he can declare whatever the heck he wants.
$20 an hour. So
this is what's sad though. This is an article here from. Let me put this. I think it's from. This is actually from Fox News, Sacramento, California. Adam Beam. Oh, from the AP, Associated Press.
Yeah.
Adam Beam, Associated Press. In this article, it says a quote from Anisha Williams. She says, quote, "This is for my ancestors. This is for all the farm workers. This is for all the cotton pickers. This is for them. We ride on their shoulders," said Anisha Williams, who works at a Jack in the Box restaurant in Southern California. Oh, wait, time out. The article just got updated. Who worked at a Jack in the Box restaurant in Southern California. Because she's not going to have a job there anymore. Like, people don't get it. She's super excited. And I'm like, Anisha, you don't understand. You have restaurants make very little money.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what people don't, I think the average person doesn't understand this. They think that companies are raising their prices. So, like, they assume companies are making more money. So when you go to a restaurant and your meal was 20 and now it's 25 or 26 or whatever it is, or it was 10 and now it's 16, the company isn't making $6 more. The problem is your money is now worth less because the U.S. government is printing more money.
Right.
Things haven't gotten more expensive. That's a hard thing to understand. Nothing has gotten more expensive. Our money has lost its value. And that is a hard thing to understand. Like, this is something that blew my mind, is if you take something that hasn't really changed in value, like a piece of gold. So let's say you bought a phone, and my phone, the cost of that phone was, I'm just going to throw, a gram of gold, whatever, I don't even, I'm just making that up. That gram of my phone 10 years ago, 100 years ago, or maybe not 100 years ago, but 5 years ago and now, is still worth and still would be sold for a gram of gold, because gold hasn't changed its value. Just that gram of gold is worth more dollars because dollars have changed value.
Right.
Like, that's a really, and I think when you like actually conceptualize that and really understand it, you go, oh crap, like,
because the money's worth less, but I'm still making the same amount that I was back then.
Yes, the money is
So
just
I'm making
worth
less.
less.
Yeah.
Your money is worth less. So companies like McDonald's, they're not, I mean, I don't know, they might be making a good amount of money, but it's not from their restaurants. I guarantee you that.
Because right now it's truly to the point where, if my kids want to go to McDonald's, I go, well, I can't afford to take you to McDonald's, but I could take you to 10 Tavern, or I could take you to sit down and eat a dinner because it's cheaper than going to McDonald's.
It's
and
true.
The food's better.
It's actually cheaper.
Yeah, I know. That's what we found out. So that's what we do now because
Yeah.
we can't afford to go to these places.
Yeah, it's
like
cheaper.
Carl's Jr., forget it.
Yeah.
I can't afford that.
It's crazy. And that's the other thing. This law affects fast food workers. So you're going to be working at a sit-down restaurant getting paid $16.
Yeah,
$15,
plus
whatever.
tips. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're a dishwasher at a sit-down restaurant, $16.
Mm-hmm.
If you're somebody who washes the
Mops the floor at
floors at McDonald's, $20.
Yeah. And they say that $20 minimum wage is just the starting point
Yes,
because the law creates a
fast food
council that has the power to
yes.
increase the wage each year through 2029 by 3.5%. And Gavin's running for president, and he's passing laws like these.
Yes. So I need everybody to understand that we are going to it's going to be bad because your food's going to get more expensive. Everything's going to get much more expensive, and you're not going to have jobs. I actually have for those of you who we talked about this on the last show. We talked about increased wage versus real wage, and how the real wage, how the increased wage has gone up by like $7, but the real wage has gone down like $5. You've actually lost money. So you've gotten more dollars, but you've making less money.
I know every time I go to fill up my gas tank, it's like, oh my God, okay, and they'll realize I'm not getting any raises to compensate for $5.30 a gallon.
Right. Yeah, it's very hard. So I actually read dang it, where is this article? Oh, I thought I put it. Oh, I put it in the show notes. Haha, I knew I put it in the show notes.
You're a genius.
I'm a genius. Let me grab this in the show notes really quick.
And you can access the show notes on your own, too,
yes,
if you'd like to. Just go to
absolutely.
NoFocusRadio.com.
That's right. NoFocusRadio.com. It's also in all of our show notes. When you go to your podcast player, it's there. It is there.
And you can look at the show notes and see a little bit about what we're talking about. So if you're confused and excited like I am, you will understand.
Yeah. Oh, actually, you know what?
What?
The show notes that I'm looking for are on our the show that posted. The last posted show. So I'm going to find the show notes myself. I'm going to go to nofocusradio.com. How do I find these show notes? Go to
I don't know.
Oh, and it's going to say it's not secure.
Oh, because you don't have a SS
But
whatever.
you know what's funny is I thought I did. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to go to listen and subscribe here.
You got to pay for those things. Though.
I'm going to click on our most recent show. Sorry, guys. Here we go. And in the show notes, dang it.
Accessing the show notes is very easy.
It's very simple, guys. You just,
It's a simple
the
procedure.
problem is I'm trying to access our back end of the server, which is not
Ooh, the
easy.
back end, is that another euphemism?
It's a euphemism. Yeah, euphemism. Here we go. Hourly wages in our economy. Here, this is not from me. This is from Harvard Business.
They know stuff.
They know things.
It's Harvard.
Harvard Business Review research says that when a higher minimum wage leads to lower compensation. This is one of the largest studies that they have done. In the U.S., we're seeing an increasing number of calls increase the national minimum wage to $15 an hour. States, municipalities have already passed minimum wage hikes in the last several years, and a variety of proposals are under consideration at the federal level. However, almost all studies suggest that raising the minimum wage is small actually has a negative effect on employment rates.
Oh, my gosh.
While others find, yes, exactly. So it has an adverse effect. Essentially what happens is as every dollar, let me see if I can do this. This was a shocking part here. I want to find this exact. Every dollar increase in minimum wage, every dollar, the percentage of workers that work more than 20 hours per week decreases by 23%.
And so that's from $15 to doing it up to 20.
So
that's $5.
Yes, so that's imagine for every dollar increased, the percentage of workers working more than 20 hours per week decreases. Which keep in mind, why is 20 hours per week a key number?
Benefits.
That makes you eligible for retirement benefits.
Oh.
So every dollar decreased it by 23%. Meanwhile, at the exact same time, the percentage of workers with more than 30 hours per week, which makes them eligible for health care benefits, decreased by 15%.
Jeez.
That's every dollar. That's huge. That is huge.
So we're creating a whole new level of poor.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. It's really, really bad.
I'm going to go get some real estate by the freeway so I could put up some tents and rent it to people.
Golly. It's really bad. So there's that. So once again, and then it says here's a big one. Because of schedule consistencies and the high prices that increase, from a $1 increase in minimum wage added up to an average net loss of $1,590 per year per employee.
Wow.
Equivalent to 11.6 of a worker's total wage compensation. Think about that. Every dollar increase averages a net loss of $1,500 per year. When they do not when it's like a job, when it's a law that makes it across a municipality or more.
Yeah, and so Gavin just decided, hey, what the heck, let's do this. He didn't put it to the voters. He just said, hey, I'm king of the world.
I'm just doing it.
I'm just doing it.
Like, that's huge. That is huge.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's going to create a whole bunch of problems that they're not foreseeing.
It's going to create a massive amount of people who can't find full-time work.
Right.
Because when you it's another thing people don't understand, that for a business, most businesses, and I get it, everybody does this. Everybody says, oh, but McDonald's CEO made $45 trillion last year. Yeah, but this person well, I have news for you guys. 99% of people's jobs are from small businesses. Mm-hmm. So I get it. McDonald's CEO, whoever made a bunch of money. But you know who didn't? The owners of the local restaurant you work at, the owners of the security company, the chocolate company, the school, all of these places, they are not the giant companies that we always talk about.
You mean you're not making $23 trillion a year?
I wish.
That's a ripoff.
I'm not. You know what?
You're worth much more than that.
I'm making as much money. I'll tell you this much. I'm eating pretzels for dinner.
Nice.
That's how much money I'm making.
You got pretzels. They're peanut butter pretzels, too.
So if you guys like to adopt some chocolate,
Adopt some.
if you guys like to adopt me, let me know. Anyways, you got me on a
Got you on a tirade. That was
on a
cool.
tirade. Okay, one more quick thing.
Yes.
Oh, no. Let's go. Oh, let's go pretzel. We never got to Marty's take on Heroes Comics closing. That's okay. We'll get on that. Geeks Who Drink. That's coming up at Tioga Sequoia. You're not going to miss it. It's every Wednesday from 7 to 9.
What do they do there?
They do trivia.
Oh, I love trivia.
Yeah, so grab some friends, make a team, and sip on some pints while you play trivia at the Garden.
Nice.
Wednesday nights. Actually, you know who'd be really good at this?
Yeah.
Probably you and me, actually.
Oh, cool.
I would imagine.
Unless it's sports trivia, then we're dead.
We should get Don involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He won't show up, though.
He wouldn't. Yeah, because Don's gone. Oh,
Where's Don?
Don's gone.
Don?
Hey, Don, where are you?
He didn't buy this.
Don? Don?
I don't see Don.
Don, take that out right now, Don.
Don't lick the walls, Don.
Jeez, Don. Unreal. I wish he was here. He'd be good on our team.
Yep. We would win.
But he's not here. Don! Where you at, Don? Anyways, that's our...
Talking about Don licking the walls, my son wanted to buy a short bus for his first car.
That'd be great.
I know.
How much are those?
It depends. You can get them for like $8,000, but they're not in very
Oh.
good shape. And some of them you can get for more money if they're in better shape.
They get
But
2 miles
then
per
my
gallon.
son wants to start the short bus company, where instead of buying a limo, you get the short bus.
God.
And you could take people around to bars and stuff like that. And that way, when you're talking to a girl and she says, "How did you get here?" You say, "I'm here with the short bus."
Actually, that's a genius idea. Mm-hmm. That's his idea?
Yeah.
Smart idea. Like a limo service.
Yeah, but he wants to do it with short buses.
He's got to get one of these super short buses. Have you seen these ones?
Oh man, yeah.
Those are sweet.
Yeah, he just wants the average short bus so we could, put people on them and drive them around, take them on like wine tours and stuff.
God, that's brilliant.
Look at all the short buses here.
Oh my God, I would love that. Wow, I like that idea. I'd ride the short bus. Oh, that's the wrong one. Goodness me, Don's song was still playing. There
we
is.
go.
It's that producer, man. He's screwing around.
They're picking his nose.
Too busy choking on pretzels. Thank you all for listening. We appreciate it. Marty, stupid asso.
Hey, that's me.
Thanks for coming, man.
Hey, anytime.
Remember, guys, we got some big things coming your way.
Big plans. Big plans.
October 13th, go check out Marty at the what's it called again? I got it. At the Strange Museum of Oddities and Wonders.
George's Giant Street.
October
Museum.
13th.
It's a night market.
Yeah, check that out. You can find the where and the how to get there in the show notes.
And the why is up to you.
Yes, and final words. Happy birthday, Ivan.
Yes, happy birthday, Ivan.
Hope you have a good one, buddy. And screw you, Tahoe Joe's.